Hello everyone, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning November 13th, 2017. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, maybe a year overview for 2018, you can just go to my website at angelsouls444.com, the services page. I always do a scroll at the bottom to let you know the website. It's also in the description box below. Also in the description box below would be any information on Gumroad. I have some courses, some meditations over there if you're interested. And of course, if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'll leave all that info there as well. So for this week, I'm going to be using the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. This is one of the first decks I ever purchased, and it's by Doreen Virtue. Did I say that? And it's funny because I bought this and the Messages from Your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and that was before I knew who Doreen Virtue really was. Like, I was really naive about who was who, and you know, that's just me though. Like, I don't know anybody. Like, I really don't. But anyway, it's just sort of like a little nostalgic deck for me. All right, so I'm gonna get into it here. Let's see what's coming up for the week. Oh, I'm sorry. Then I'm going to be pulling a crystal card from the Rochelle Sharman deck as well, as always. Some of you will be experiencing some incredibly nice energy. And remember, you know, having a good week or whatever doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting material things, or that you're, you know, getting that person that you're trying to chase and trying to get them to pay attention to you, that they turn around and answer your text. I mean, let's aim higher. I'm not trying to be snarky about that, but like, seriously, like, you know, waiting for someone to do what you want them to do, it can be a real energy waster, and then, you know, the rest of your life is just passing you by. So not bad if you want, you know, like if you've got a crush or something, you're waiting for someone to call you back. I mean, that's really exciting, but remember, don't lose focus on yourself. Okay, so let's do this here. But yeah, it might be something where you just feel really at ease with something. A lot of forgiveness just sort of breaking open. Something that's been hanging over your head might start to crumble and solve away. It's all that kind of stuff. Tranquility. So taking it easy this week. And yeah, allowing the process to just do its thing, right? So acceptance, forgiveness, and just going, okay, this is my life, and that's okay. You know, if you want to change your life, you can. But first, there's a message here of take stock in what you have, okay, and look at what is working in your life, okay, and it's gonna put you in a relaxed state. And when you're there, that's when you can actually hear the guidance from your angels, okay. But if we're constantly pushing and we're keeping ourselves busy, like too busy, this is a message for me as well, you know, keeping yourselves very busy, then there's too much mind chatter to get the guidance that maybe you're looking for. Does that make sense? As we say that, accept heaven's help. Again, these go together, the tranquility and accept heaven's help. This is saying just try to focus on the calm and the peace, and we can get you to hear us. This deck cracks me up. I tell you what. All right, let's just get one more card here. And helpful person, see? So that helpful person, again, you know, in our ego consciousness, sometimes we're like, oh, that means my boss is going to help me by putting in a recommendation with the higher ups for this, that, and the other, or someone's going to help me meet somebody. Let's think a little more deeply than that. Let's talk more about, you know, something that has always sort of defined you. You know, I am somebody who has experienced X, Y, and Z. You know, I have gone through this, that, and the other. And, you know, maybe that has defined you so much that you haven't taken certain chances in your life, or you're just not moving forward, or you're just not living in the fullest happiness that you could. So this would be that kind of week where maybe, I don't know that it's discovery. I think this is something that you already know about, but you're finally just coming to a place of like, okay, this is it. It happened. Or these are my circumstances. It's okay. I can learn to live and be in joy where I am. Okay? So the first card up we have here is tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Indulging in much needed self-care. So again, take it easy this week, guys, all right? No pushing, no trying to like make stuff happen if it's not time for it to happen. And everybody gets so frustrated about that. And I used to as well, when I'm like, why are things the way they are? Why can't I have this? Why can't I have that? But really, there is a lot of peace that comes from going, okay, well, this is it. I'm just going to chill out where I am and sort of rejuvenate and let myself get centered and grounded. I think that's really what the message is. Let yourselves get centered and grounded. Okay. Then we have accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you, right? Again, this is a message about not controlling things. Try not to get impatient, right? So really pay attention to your emotions this week. You know, where are you getting aggravated? Where do you feel like more things should be happening? And, you know, it's that whole, like, you're really like shifting your perspective. You are shifting your mindset this week, guys. And this can really, again, when you're quiet, like I said before, you can understand the messages that are coming through. You might have this beautiful little like, oh, kind of moment, like, okay, I get it now. I see how this pieces together. And you might even discover that you know, despite your circumstances, despite your experiences, that you've always been way more blessed than you realized. Okay. So then we have pay attention. And it says, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. I feel like the angels are going, hello, you know, like they like really shouting at us now. And angels don't get upset necessarily because they're not like that. But there's a certain energy out there. I don't know how to put this. Pay attention to who you're surrounding yourself with, essentially. There's a lot of brainwashing going on. We talk about that all the time, where people are telling you, you know, don't respond to that. Don't do this. Don't do that. They're trying to control you, telling you you're not allowed to have an emotion. You know those types, right? Because it's all a control mechanism. And there are also people out there who define a successful life as having, you know, certain things in place. And if they start really kind of getting out there and taking their energy and their mindset and throwing it on you, you might start to miss like just how good your life is, because they're telling you, no, oh please, what? Radical acceptance? What are you talking about? Radical forgiveness? Give me a break. You really shouldn't be single right now, or you really should have a better job. You really should be doing X, Y, and Z. Tune those people out, okay? Pay attention to the kinds of energies that are being put upon you. This isn't to be like, okay, you need to stop. You're not a victim, okay? It's just paying attention. So that's level 1 of that message. And then, of course, level 2, like we said, pay attention to your angels. They're trying to get through to you. They're trying to get you to focus on what truly is important, okay? Then we have helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. Of course, that could be your spiritual team, but this could also be somebody else. Some of you are going to realize that I did have an ally behind the scenes, or I did have somebody who is a good friend and who actually is looking out for me, and maybe I just never gave them the credit that was due. Okay, so for some of you, this is going to be a very surprising person, okay, where they're like, I feel like we've gotten that before, where it's like somebody you would have guessed would have been on your side actually is. So this is a week of not judging. It's a week of really paying attention to what is going on and listening to your own emotions, listening to your own instincts, okay, and listening to your spiritual team, because there could be things moving and shaking this week. We are on this worldwide stage where crazy things are happening. So this isn't about turning a blind eye. One of the most disturbing things I ever heard was I got scolded by somebody because this person said, I am sick and tired of you talking about the news. I'm sick and tired of you sending blessings out to people who are going through stuff. I don't want to hear about it. Ooh, see, that's exactly what's wrong with the world. We don't have enough empathy towards one another. So if anybody's coming in and trying to throw that kind of energy on you, again, trying to tell you what success is or whatever the case is, if you don't feel like that rings true for you, yes, there's turning away. Yes, there's getting that person kind of out of your life maybe, but don't do that before you actually let the lesson land, okay? So there could be some discoveries happening. Well, I said it wasn't like a big week of big, huge discoveries. It's not like that. It's just sort of like subtle realizations. okay? Because I don't want to set you up for expectations that maybe, at least that's not what's coming through. With everybody, it's going to be different. But you're going to get a different perspective, I think is basically, I think that's safe enough to say. All right. Sorry about that camera glitch. I had to fix something on my camera. It just conked out on me. So anyway, I was just saying, let's get on to the crystal card and get a final thought going for this reading for this coming week of November 13th, 2017. Some hard truths may be coming out on the worldwide stage, but also for us as individuals, we're getting smarter. So this might come with a little bit of confusion, perhaps, or just really having to reevaluate, what do you take in, what do you allow people to manipulate you with, okay? And there are many, many ways that people try to do that, okay, by just constantly. Be careful of people putting you down or telling you you should be different, or you're not allowed to be that, or you can't dress that way, or you can't express that way, or, you know, whatever. Just, there's some, I can't really pinpoint it because for each individual it'd be so different. And I'm reading for a wide audience here, but there's some work to be done, some deep soul level work to be done, and this is you changing your mind about something, most likely. All right, so we have Master Teacher card, Ancient Wisdom Crystal, Ancient Wisdom. Now, a lot of people, especially in our community, they love to run away with this word and this phrasing and do what you will with it. But this Ancient Wisdom, to me, is the activation of the wisdom that you were built with, okay? So most souls are probably pretty ancient, right? So you're activating some, can we call it a code? You know, you're activating something within you that is allowing that wisdom to come up to the surface. So you might find this week that things that you were really stressed about, they just don't matter to you anymore. Or, you know, things that you thought, well, my life will be good once this, this, and this happens. And then you just realize, no, my life is good now. And I'm just going to embrace how things are now. Because one of the things that we do as humans, we never really appreciate, right? We never really appreciate where we are. We're always looking ahead. We're always saying, oh, I'm going to try to manifest this and manifest that. And you have every right to do that. But what's wrong with just enjoying where things are? Even if things are rough, okay? There's got to be something good that's coming out of your day-to-day existence, right? So this is the week to really kind of hone in on that and focus on what is good and take a rest on trying to, how do I want to say this? Trying to wait for something else to happen. Do you know what I mean? Before you're actually happy. Try to be happy now, not by just faking it until you make it. No, that doesn't work. No, it doesn't, okay? This is more about tuning into the beauty that's already there within you, the wisdom that's already within you. Okay, and accessing that, I guess, is what we're saying. So we're going to leave it there. Have a beautiful week, guys. And of course, I'm sending you so much love. Take care.